This is really about following through on your commitments, if I'm being completely honest. This is the push in the direction that you do need to go. It feels like that is kind of where this message starts. If you're new to Living One Life, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the energy that is forecast so you can better understand the factors and situations that you might be dealing with in your life. We're going to get some channel messages for you as well to see exactly what you need to hear at this time. If you're interested in receiving a personalized breakdown of your own situation, you can book a private session with me on my website, www.livingonelife.world. There, we also sell vision boards to help you make your dreams a reality. You can shop our pre-made selection or purchase a customized board. Don't forget to follow us on all of our other social media accounts so you never miss the content that we post. Those direct links and all of the other information that you need is going to be in the description box down below. Let's get right into your message. Whoa. It really seems like you need to take a break here, especially with your first card coming out, the Four of Swords. Right now, you might be feeling a little bit stumped or defeated. Maybe you're feeling like life is not purposeful, like you're trying to find your purpose or you're trying to figure out what to do next. Maybe you feel like you're not reading a situation accurately or correctly. Maybe you feel like you're getting in your own way. You're trying to figure out how do you get out of your own way. You want to show up more. That's the thing. And it's like you're beating yourself up because you feel like you're not showing up enough. Maybe you literally feel like you're not doing enough. You don't want to miss your mark here either, is what I'm understanding from this spread. This could even be about your self-esteem. You have the Five of Cups here as well, but you also have the Star with this energy. This is really asking you to look at your assets right now. What do you have and what do you have control over as well? You have more power in this situation than you think. You have more control over this situation than you think. It honestly does feel like you're self-sabotaging here. So yes, you might be getting in your own way. This feels like a mental block, which is not allowing you to process things, and therefore you're like getting stuck on the wrong factors and situations. It's almost like you're getting stuck on the wrong things. You're allowing certain aspects of a situation that you're in to bring you down or to take a toll on you and affect you negatively. It feels like you're battling with yourself. It feels like you're fighting with yourself to resist the urge of something. Maybe it even feels like you're trying to escape something here that you don't want to face. Yeah, it feels like you don't want to face something. But at the same time, there is something right in front of your face. This could be how you need to work on yourself. This could be the work that you need to do to build yourself up. This is the work you need to do to change your life. And maybe that seems really hard for you. Maybe it seems like what you truly desire is not attainable at this time because you've never gotten a taste of it before. Deep down inside, it feels like you know that you can have it. You feel intuitively that something is destined for you, that an opportunity is destined for you. Maybe you've always known that you're meant to be successful. I feel like using your voice is very significant here, making an impact, being a leader, running an organization, having a business, being recognized, helping others is significant as well. you really have a caring heart. You have a nurturing energy, and it feels like you want to find more purpose in that. You want to figure out how to use those traits. Maybe you're very investigative as well, analytical, and you want to learn how to pair the traits that you see are very strong in you. You like want to share those outwardly. You want to take your strong suits, whatever they are for you, and you want to build on them. You want to create something with them and make an impact on the world. And so maybe you feel like there's a lot of pressure on you as well to create a name for yourself right now, to do something, to have something to show. But it's like the results and the works are going to show from actually like stepping into it and doing it. That's when you're going to see the fruits of your labor. It's like right now you're kind of just dilly-dallying. Maybe you're wavering. You're waiting even. It feels like you're resisting, like I said. You're pushing this off because you're thinking too much in your head about it. It's almost like you're talking yourself out of the doing when the doing is exactly what you need to put your faith in right now. Maybe you're a little bit lazy, especially with the Four of Swords. You might like your downtime. You might like spending time in your head and fantasizing. Maybe this is like a manifestation tactic for you. Or maybe you spend a lot of time in your mind and in your emotions, and you do feel like this kind of gets the best of you. Maybe you are aware about this aspect or attribute of yourself. Maybe you feel like this is something that you've tried to change and work on for a very long time, but it still eats at you. You feel like you haven't been able to pull out the root and change your behavior and like craft a new way of being, projecting like a new way of being. Maybe this is something that you dealt with very young. Maybe like not a lot of people understood this, and so you kind of had to like fend for yourself. You had to figure it out for yourself, and so you tried your best. Yeah, you tried your best, but you definitely got tripped up. Like there were things that came onto your path that were tests that you took as opportunities. And so I think at some points in your journey, yeah, Six of Swords, you kind of failed to navigate the harder things, and it's almost like the hardship kind of attached itself to you and like stirred up this inner chaos where it's like almost like you got lost in the mix, or you got mixed up in it. You got mixed up in things maybe that you weren't supposed to. You took on things that were not your own. And I think this is why you kind of feel so messy right now. I think that's why you feel so frazzled and so confused, and it's causing this inaction. Like it's because you're a bit scared. You're lacking reassurance of like what you should be doing, or like what actually builds you up. And that's a problem. That's an issue. You need to find that outlet. And I think that outlet is like trying to be presented to you right now. Like it's trying to be shown to you. Or there are things coming into your life to try to get you to wake up and like motivate you to take these next steps. I feel like you've come a long way in your life. I feel like you are someone who has maybe done a lot of traveling, or you're just very cultured. You're an evolved, smart, independent, strong person. Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer energy is here. Aries energy, Scorpio, Virgo energy. The number 48 is significant as well. This could be someone's age, or maybe something significant happened to you when you were 48 years old. This could be like one of your lucky numbers, or like the number on a house or a number on a building, or it's on your license plate. And like waking up at a certain time as well. Maybe you have a lot of sleepless nights. But I think the thing here is that you're a survivor no matter what. Even though you've been whipped around and you might not have been treated the best in your life, and you might be left with these scars, you might be left a little bit wounded, maybe a little bit messed up. Maybe deep down you do feel like you're normal, but like your conditioning is a projection of your upbringing and you don't necessarily know how to change this, kind of like I was talking about. But I think that like at this moment in time, it's almost like you're letting this energy get the best of you. And I think that's why you're watching this reading, because this is kind of acting as a wake-up call that you need to change something. You need to switch up your energy. You need to like stop playing the victim and let life pass you by. You need to stop letting life like F you over. This is kind of self-sabotage and playing the victim. I'm not going to lie. Either because you feel too lazy, you just don't want to do it, you're scared, you're fearful. This is like just like a dissatisfaction, longing type of energy. So maybe you've been really shut down, is the thing. You've been really shut down, or it feels like you might have even been abused in your life, where it's like you've shut down this internal system of like processing things. And so things just like cling to you now, or they like kind of bounce off you like oil. Like you have this wall up for sure. It feels like you're kind of numb to it at the same time. Like you might not even be aware. This is like a coping mechanism as well. I see someone getting very angry here, very angry and emotional because of maybe what you didn't have control over at the time, and it just like was consuming you. You didn't know where to put something, like because you were not in control of it. Like maybe this situation was out of your hands. But now times have changed and like you're more independent and you shouldn't be carrying this anymore. It feels like it is time for you to shed certain layers of yourself and like let certain things go because they are no longer serving you. I feel like you've gone through this conditioning as well, so that you can peel back all of the layers of yourself and like get to the core and like really understand who you are. It feels like you've been brought to this moment so that you can soar, so that you can be free and like come out of your cocoon like a butterfly. You did have the Fool here as well. So this is about taking a leap of faith. The thing about you is that you are special. You have this spark or this like spunkiness about you. The color green is very significant here. There is some Gemini energy here as well. The number 7 is very significant. It's like if you started to actually feed these strong suits that you carry, if you actually started to get aggressive with yourself in what you wanted out of this life, if you got aggressive with answering the call, like I just got a phone call, and if you went after the things that you desire, they would come back to you so quickly. That's the thing. Like this turnaround can be fast. You've come a long way, is what I've been saying in this message as well. Now you're just kind of like lingering in this like in-between space before you make a decision about what you're gonna do next. I think maybe you're so frustrated and like defeated because you know that there is still a lot of work ahead of you. You have come so far, but there is still a lot of work to do. You don't know how much more you can take, But what I'm trying to tell you is that what is on the other side is better than where you've been. And that is where you're about to transition to. The work that comes next is rewarding. It's the follow through. It is the reciprocity and the reassurance and the reward that you've been looking for. And so I think that's kind of why you've been stripped of everything. That's why you feel like there's nothing left. That's why you're like, oh, I don't really know. You're being tested about your commitment to this journey and about your commitment to yourself. And if you're actually going to truly invest in that. Are you going to walk in obedience here is also what you're being tested in. I think you're moving very, very slow. I think you're moving very slow and steady. The next 5 to 7 weeks are going to be very significant. This is going to be a test of your commitment. You're going to be heavily tested when it comes to your habits and what you choose to invest your time in and like the payoff that you get from that. If you can, really try to not think about it at this time and just get through to the other side. It's almost like you do this thing where you talk yourself out of it. It feels like you don't want to look either. Like you're kind of like closing your eyes or you have a blindfold on. It feels like you don't even want to look. So maybe don't. But it is very important that you make it here. And so like do whatever you need to do. Yeah, it looks like you're being very guarded. It looks like you're being very, very guarded. You might be trying to protect yourself as well. All you need to be doing here is sitting and holding space for your desires and what you want to come to you at this time. You don't need to focus on anything else. I know you have a lot of fears here, but the message is like what you focus on at this time is what is going to manifest. And so that's why you really need to change your perspective of how you're looking at your current circumstances. And like that you do have opportunity here. You have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles here. So it seems like you really are on the verge of moving forward in your career, making more money. I'm seeing a salary increase. Whatever your current salary is, I'm seeing it increase by like $20,000, $20,000 to $30,000. I do see you having more reach, like you're gaining a bigger audience, a bigger following. People in management positions or bosses, people of authority are noticing you. They're very attracted to you at this time. Your energy and your stamina and the drive that you have for your work and for your career is also being recognized. And I think that things are going to try to come in to show you how well you are doing, because you really do need this reassurance to like motivate you to keep taking the steps in the right direction. This is about building up momentum. I think you've been really lonely. I think like the one thing that could really help you is a community of people who will root for you and who will build you up. You deserve to be built up. And it kind of feels like you're being so tested in that because you need to see that for yourself first. You need to build yourself up. You need to build up your career, your money. You need to build your foundation. And when you achieve these things, it is going to help you feel so confident because you actually did follow through. You achieved something. You listened to your calling. You transmuted, you worked through, and it brought you a reward. It did get you to the other side. So if you obey here, you are going to be shown what happens when you follow through on your commitments. It is time to bet on yourself because you are capable. I know you're tired and scared and fearful. Maybe you don't know where to go, but this lies deep down inside you, and you just need to tune in. You need to listen. You need to change your radio station, tune into that frequency, and build there. This is about unbinding yourself, releasing yourself from any chains that kept you shackled and stuck. This is about seeing your worth. This is about you having a chance to build your life into exactly what you want it to be. Like, this is your chance, this is your opportunity. And you are being urged to take advantage of that. It is up to you to define the quality of your life at this point in time. If you guys feel like this message resonated with you, like, share, claim it in the comments down below. Subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.